All right, good morning. It's the second trading day of the year. Some stuff going on. Let's see what all's going on. Still kind of getting my watch list together because there is a lot going on this morning. See, B&GO sold off and then bounced a whole dollar. That's interesting. That looks like trash. TGLT looks like a barcode. I'm going to take that off. MPIXY looks like trash. So we got SPCB popping up with news of a new president and CEO. Not really worth any hype. And we got JAGX still kind of running. Let's see, while I'm right here, let me check the SPY. So SPY having a little rebound today so far. That is interesting. I'll look at my scanner here, make sure I'm not missing anything on this scan. See, there's a lot of volume in the market today, whole lot of volume. So that's why it's going to be a little tricky to figure out what to trade. I mean, this is just the NYSE scanner, and we got like tons of millions in volume. See, this SYN keeps popping up there, so I'll go ahead and bring that over. Let me check the NASDAQ scanner as well. We got JAGX, ZSAN, ZSAN possibly, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of volume today. Alright, I'm gonna go with that for now. Check ZSAN coming up, was coming up on $1. No PR. 200 days at $1. And then there is, looks like a maybe a gap to fill. See, break at 77 cents. We're above that. Yeah, break above $1. There's room to 110. Yeah, about 110. And then pretty much after that, it's got some room. It's definitely got some room. We'll keep an eye on that for that possible re-break of $1. Start mapping out some patterns here. We got CHEK on a trend line. JAGX coming up to 3 here. If it breaks 3, it could get going some more. Let's see, where's the... volume on this. So I'm going to go down here. Ooh, well, let's see. I'm going to go 50 shares down here in the bottom of this triangle. Let's see if it can break 3. A lot of sellers at 295, and this is already up 65%, so it may not break 3, but we'll see. It does have a lot of volume, so go through that 295 area. We'll pull back there to the 9. And we'll pull back all the way to the bottom of this little consolidation triangle. And buyers did push it up off of that triangle. So if we see some heavy buying volume come in here real soon, we could see this break over 3, but it's got to hold up. It's got to start holding above 290 and start testing 3. What's up, Daniel B? Good morning, buddy. See a lot of selling pressure here below 3. I'm not really surprised. Actually, the top of this triangle is like right there. Like I said, we got to stay above 290 to stay in this triangle now at this point. You can see buyers are trying to stack at 290, but they keep getting taken out. They keep getting taken out. This is going to crack in a minute. We need to be testing the resistance, not testing the support. See, still more sellers sitting in this 294, 295 area. Got to get all these sellers out. And see 290 cracking again. Let me readjust my triangle there. Yeah, it's starting to crack a little bit out of this triangle. On the 5-minute, the 9 is all the way down at 269, but we really don't want it to come back down that low. We want this candle to stay higher than the bottom of this candle, which it is not going to do, it looks like. Well, it's staying right with it. Let's see, do we have a trend line on? Kind of a steep trend line. You can see that's kind of where it bounced off right there. Let's see, what do we got? 30 seconds on this 5-minute candle to close. Hmm. This is a little weak. This may be done. If it doesn't start pushing back up here and getting back over 290 here in the next this 5-minute candle, then it's probably done. See, it's trying right now to push back up to that 290 area. Still a lot of sellers in the way. See, a lot of sellers were sitting there on 290. It did take all those sellers out. Oh, still more big sellers. It's all this selling pressure right below 3. Trying to keep it below 3, but I think if we get one more test of 3, it'll break. Let's see, we're starting to push back up. Still still a lot of sellers though. A lot of sellers between 290 and 3. That's what this consolidation is, though. This is the tug of war between buyers and sellers to decide which way this is going to go next. Starting to build a little support again at 290 with some decent sized buyers. Crack that 290 support again. That 290 support needs to stop cracking. It's got to hold. This is going to break out. See if buyers can push it back over 290 or not. They need to push it back over 290 here in the next second, next minute. $40 seconds on this 5-minute candle to close. BNGO up at 550. Starting to look like buyers are giving up. These big buyers at 280 get taken out, and they did. They're starting to give up. I need to see buying come back strong here and push this back up. What's up, One Life? Good morning, buddy. This is getting very close to cracking. Oh yeah, big pullback there. Trying to give it half a second to see if it's going to push back up or not. Oh no, it's really starting to drop. Big nasty drop here. Oh yeah, I'm getting out. It's going to be a bigger loss than I wanted, but should have cut out way earlier. But that's alright. We'll make that back up. Couldn't get the buy-in volume. That tug of war, just saw it, just kept on getting pushed down below 3. See if BNGO is gonna possibly break out here. Needs to break above 6. BNGO can hold up 550. Oh, 550 crack there. It is kind of trying to hold up here. If I can hold up this 550 area. Let's see. Yeah, that 540, 550 area should be pretty strong support. If that can hold up, I may look for an entry on this. Let's see if it's going to break that downtrend. We got our uptrend is right there though, so the uptrend is all the way down at 430 something, so that's a little concerning. Let's see what else we got real quick. I'm gonna look around. SYN. A lot of volume on this low float stock. 100 million in volume so far. That's a lot of volume for this. NCTY popping back up. See SNCA. No PR, but this is trying to get above all indicators. Months. Let's see, Months has PR. What does it say? So they got a patent. That's not that big a deal. CLSN getting a little attention here. Getting a little pop up. So I'll put this up here on the watch list. See, when's the last time this has been over $1? Few months ago. 4 months ago. So if this starts to break over $1, I could possibly make a move. Pretty light on volume at the moment, but BNGO still coming back down, which I'm fine with. If it comes all the way back down to the trend line, that could be a really good entry. We've got a big old triangle here on SYN. Let's see, CLSN getting close to that dollar mark. Okay, so that cracked out of that triangle so far. CLSN does have resistance at 112, 200 days, so this may not be able to break out. BNGO still dipping. It's bouncing off his past resistance right there. Let's see what this looks like on the 15-minute. Boy, NCTY is really ripping. Pretty much straight up on this 15-minute chart. Oh yeah, that was a perfect. I did not see that, but that was a perfect triangle right there. Nice consolidation and a breakout right up there. Yeah, that would have been a good play. Yeah, let's check. We'll take a look back at check. That's a big buyer sitting there at 236 on check. I'd like to see it come back down to 2 though. Close to 2. NGL is slowly creeping back up here. Building some decent support there at 540. Which I think that's what I said earlier was this should be pretty strong support. Yeah. So 540 starts to hold up. I'll be able to take a shot there. We got CYTH just making a new high a day. Let's see a little pullback on that first. Let's see here, mods. Alright guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. So, PNGO still selling off. CYTH looks like it may try to break. This is a very low float too, so positive results. So that is actually pretty decent PR. Look at this on the 5 minute, but I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. Did just get a little double top there. If it comes back down to 6 though, so let's see, I'm gonna knock some things off the list. See how it's in, knock it off. Actually like it down here at this price. Oh, I don't got enough funds to get as many shares as I thought I could, so I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I'll take it down here at this price, right a little bit above the 5. Let's see, a 5 minute candle is about to close in 30 seconds, so we want to see it hold above the 9. See if we start getting a push back to that 675 area. A little upper shadow on this 15 minute candle. Yeah, it definitely needs to push back probably above 640 before this 15 minute candle closes. Starting to come back down a little bit. Of course, this is very low float, so it could very easily dump as well. Really don't like this 15-minute candle at the moment. $6 has got to hold up. 6 does not hold up, and this is going to dump. Really got to hold up here. I need to see more buyers. Looks like it's getting real close to cracking. We're getting a lot of selling volume on this candle all of a sudden. Should have waited for that 15-minute candle to close. And you can actually see there, looks like it's going to close below this little doji star candle. If it doesn't come back up here in the next 20 seconds, get back over 6, this is going to dump probably. Yeah, it is a very choppy day. Yeah, it's very choppy for sure. I mean, this is looking real nice. That positive data, and then getting a nice little slow build up of buyers, and then all of a sudden just dump. And it may dump more. It's got to come back up like right now. Yeah, 586 is like a little last area of support. Look at this on the 5-minute. See, we're below the 9 on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. But still trying to hold it up on the 15 minute. But I don't know. This is a little sketchy. Looks like the SPY is pulling back again. Oh, yeah. The SPY had a rebound and starting to pull back again. Needs some buying volume coming here somewhere. I mean, there's just no buying volume coming in. This is probably about to crack. Starting to crack the 9 on the 15 minute. That's going to be the last little bit of line of defense. I'm getting real close to getting out of this. I'm just going to put my stop loss right under that last drop candle. If it drops below that, yeah, I'm about to get stopped out already. Yeah. So that one broke down too. So again, a lot of patterns breaking down before they even get to testing. I mean, I only tested once, and they're just cracking down there hard. See what you guys talking about? OSTK. Little bounce. Oh, overstock. That's what y'all are looking at. Ugh. Sorry, I had to sneeze. See, SYN. A little wedge here, but so far none of these patterns are working. They're all just cracking down, so I don't know. Because this looks good, but so did CYTH. CYTH even had good PR. And it still cracked down, so. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if this cracks. Yeah, right there. If it doesn't push back up, this is going to crack as well. Let's see something real quick. Let's take a look at something. So that didn't do. Actually, it did do what I was looking to see if it did or not. So initial pop up, pulled back, and then another run up. And that was, of course, in that first 5 minutes. JAGX, initial pop up, pull back, and then run up. So what we're kind of seeing, and this is pretty much the same with all these, I'm now noticing pop up, pull back, bounce up. Size kind of the same thing. See a quick pop there from 526 up to 560, pulled back, and then continue to move up. So we're kind of seeing that same thing. This actually isn't. This actually may still be a possible play. And then NCYT pulled back and then did its little move. So I don't know. I might have to. I think BNGO probably the same thing. Yeah, you can see a big dip on BNGO. So maybe time to switch to a support buy strategy, a dip buying strategy, and not the triangle strategy, because it is very choppy. And this could be just today, so I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. NCTY is still running. This is the play. This was the play. Right there, that little consolidation area right there. That's where could have got a good entry, made about what, $2. Everything else extremely choppy. Let's see how lean hog futures are doing today. Look at that. Was that the lean hog future? No, that's the heating and oil futures, which they're actually got a little bit of a rebound. I think it's HE was the. Come on. Well, them hog futures consolidating. So you got NCTY doing a little consolidation below 10. See, 10's pretty tough. There's a lot of resistance through there on 10. We need to buy some baby pigs. What we need to do is buy one baby pig and buy a cloning machine and just make a bunch of baby pig clones. Oh, we're getting this is strange. We're getting a shipper pump today for no reason. TOPS popping up a little bit. Let me check to see if there's any more shippers doing that. Yeah, CTRM's up 20%. Rigs up 8%. So we got a shipper day apparently. Yeah, look at that. All the shippers are up. Except that one. That one looks terrible, but the rest of them are all up. Alright. Well, I'm out of funds. I'm 0 for 2 today, and if I did have funds, I wouldn't take another trade because there's no reason to try to force anything when I've lost 2 trades already from patterns breaking down. UPS and FedEx, I don't know. I don't know what their ticker symbols are. Is UPS just UPS? Oh, nah, there you go. Damn, they pay a good dividend. Oh, never mind. It's not that good. It's like 2 or 3%. But no, UPS is down today. It's the crappy shipper stocks, the garbage shipping companies that are up today. And FDX is FedEx. I don't know what it is. Okay, there's FedEx, yeah. And it's down too, so no correlation to these shippers. I think a lot of these are like maritime shippers or whatever. Oil stocks are trading lower due to weakness in the underlying commodity. Weakness stems from new strain of COVID in UK. Investors worry may slow the resumption of normal activity. See, that new strain is really worrisome because we were getting hype back in the market pretty good with the vaccine. Like we were hitting new highs, and then now that comes out and the market's looking a little rough. You probably could have some type of pullback like this, and in fact we're really due for a pullback like this. I don't know. There's so much going on right now. It's hard to tell what the hell's going to happen. If you guys thought 2020 was crazy, well, I got news for you. 2021 is only going to be crazier. Well, I don't think they're oil fleets because, like I just read on that press release, it said that oil industry's down. I don't think Tops and them are oil fleets. I think they're just I think they're like global, like I said, maritime. Yeah, because CC Rig is Transocean, and then Tops, I'm pretty sure as well is a. Yeah, see right here, overseas shipping stock spike. Yeah, it's all the shipping, the boat, the maritime, like I was saying. Sea Energy Maritime, Tops, Globus Maritime. Not related to the UPS or FedEx. What are they shipping overseas right now, I wonder? COVID vaccines? Maybe that's why. That would make some sense if we're shipping COVID vaccines. Maybe the vaccines can't be in planes. Maybe something about the altitude will mess them up. I know if you bake bread in a high altitude, it'll make your bread flat or something like that. So I don't know if that applies to COVID vaccines or not, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know they're maritime. I know they got boats, but what they're shipping, I have no idea. They're trash can companies. So I have no idea. But I want to look at a couple things. Let's see. I'm gonna take all of these off, and I'm gonna look and see. Scanning some of these. Couple different things I want to look at. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, it's by industry. That's what it is. So we know oil is going down. Let's see what coal is looking like. Oh, I gotta put a price filter on this. This is ridiculous. Let's just go with the bid. That'll work. Alright, now I should get a lot of the garbage out of there. There we go. Much better. So yeah, you can see coal is actually up. Multiple coal companies. And I also want to see metals and mining. See what we got. See if the mining sector's up. Ooh, yeah, look at the mining sector. Look at this, some precious metals. That's what I'm talking about. So market's pretty mixed. You do have the big ones. Apple, Google, Facebook, all green. Tesla. Tesla at 736. But you have a whole lot of other smaller companies that are red today. If here's the thing, the only reason the market is still up, honestly, is because of Apple, Facebook, and Google, and Amazon, and maybe Tesla. Because those four, Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon, are what the ETFs are majority weighted on. So those four companies right there by themselves can keep the market up as big as they are now. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the market will stay up. And you're kind of seeing that here on this market watch at the moment. But mining stocks and coal are up. So that's usually when they start going up. It means the market's probably going to have a pullback here soon. See, how's real estate doing? Real estate, I imagine real estate's probably fine. It's an asset, so in choppy times, real estate usually goes up. Yeah, all these REITs are up. So we got certain sectors that are up and certain sectors that are not up. So let's look at the, since we got some of those are up, some of those are down on the air freight and logistics. Just seeing if they had something to do with that Let's see. Something to do with those shippers moving. And the banks are all up. Yeah, a lot of bank stocks are up. See how healthcare's doing. Healthcare is definitely up as well. I don't know, this is a strange market. So let's see, Thesis down. Verizon's down. Walmart's barely down, but Procter & Gamble a little bit down. Adobe. Charter's down. Costco's down, and Coke's down, so consumer products are down, which is not surprising. Whoops. Interesting. This is the insurance company I have. I didn't realize they were public. I'd never really looked. I'm gonna put this on my watch list just to look into it. Because I don't think health insurance is gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Just to be honest, and it looks like well, actually, I don't know. Depends on what happens. There's a lot that could happen, but it definitely has increased over the last couple of years. Had a little drop with COVID, but you can see increasing dividends and everything. So what is that? About $4.50. So it's about a 2% dividend yield. See the max chart. Oh yeah, good max chart. Consistent dividends and consistent growth. So that's an interesting company. Yes, Roberto, I'm using Thinkorswim. This is the Thinkorswim platform. Just doing a little research before I end the stream, looking around at some different things. This is why I like Thinkorswim so much, though, is because they're scanners. They have the best free scanners. You know, you can scan by industry like I've been doing and look at all these different areas. And somebody was saying the biggest These tobacco stocks are not as high as I thought they would be. Highest one is 82, Philip Morris. I'm not sure who that is. Lord, look at the dividends. Now that's a good dividend yield. You're looking at like 480. I think, hold on, let me go back to the daily chart so I can make sure I'm counting the right amount of dividend payments. Yeah, so you're looking at 480 on an $80 stock. What is that? Let's see. 10% would be 8. 5 would be 4. So about a 5% yield. 10-day winning streak. That was in December. Yeah, this is here we go. Share. This is what I've been talking about right here. Not the tobacco and stuff, but right here. Amid market weakness, a stock sell-off amid COVID concerns, a slower than expected vaccine rollout, and profit taking following a 2020 surge in equities. So a lot of money is moving around. Was the day we got rich? I don't know. I don't think tobacco's a dead sector, man. I don't know why you would think that. I guarantee if we look into Philip Morris's sales, their sales are going to be in the billions. But I mean, you do make a good point. As soon as marijuana is legalized, I'm sure. Well, I know for a fact that they're going to switch over because Marlboro already has weed cigarettes in California and stuff. I'm pretty sure. So you're absolutely right about that, but I don't think it's a dead sector. Here, let's analyze this thing. Let's look at it. Let's see what their revenue is. Looks like dividend payout is 99% quarterly. Let's see, here we go. Let's see this latest earnings. Yeah. So that's a lot of millions. But you can see there is tobacco unit shipping volume is down. Stock has dropped 28% since January 20th because of the global health emergency. Tobacco stocks are generally viewed as good defensive bets through such crises. That's what I was thinking. See, the reason why I was interested in this because Daniel B had posted in one of the chats a thing from Peter Schiff where Peter Schiff was talking about Bitcoin and he said cigarettes in prison are a store of value because people want to smoke. And so I just thought it was interesting and I wanted to look into some of these tobacco stocks. And like One Life said, possibly, well, not even possibly, because Marlboro already does have pot cigarettes. I don't know if Philip Morris owns Marlboro or who they own. But very interesting. This is some pretty good dividend payments. I mean, overall, you look at the max chart. They don't spike hard, but they slowly continue to grow as companies. And legal marijuana definitely could give some of these cigarette and tobacco companies some pushes. I wonder if all of them have those type of dividends. Let's see. Let's just bring all these over here. I'm gonna look at a couple of them, and then we'll probably call it a day here because the market's real sketchy today. Japan tobacco. All right. Let's see what we got here. What is this? This is British American tobacco. No dividends. Ugly stock chart pattern. So they're a trash bag company. Turning Point Brands. Not the most consistent dividends. Oof, that one's ugly. So it's only gonna be certain ones. Okay, UVV. Wait, why is Universal showing up under tobacco? Unless maybe they own tobacco, I don't know. Pretty decent dividends. Let me look at this on the yearly chart. So what do we got? It's almost $3 in dividends. Damn. That's like an 8% yield on Universal. Interesting. Yes, I do have videos. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. I was distracted by this. But yes, I do have 2 videos in the day trading playlist for setting up your Thinkorswim and how to set up the scanners as well. So you just got to go check that out. And you'll be able to get set up and ready to go with TOS. You really don't want to be, if you're day trading, you don't really want to be day trading on the mobile app. You want to be trading on the desktop. CYN actually popped up a little bit finally. BNGO down at 475. I'm going to go ahead and take ZSAN off. It looks like crap. NCTY. Just having a sell-off at the moment. Could possibly bounce. CYF done. MO, what is this one? This is Altria. Regular quarterly dividend of. The reason why I'm looking at these other type of stocks is just because those big tech companies pretty much led 2020's rally. And there's a lot of word about maybe a rotation. Ooh, what do we got here? About 80-cent dividend on $11 stock. That's interesting. Looks like they consistently pay out their dividends too. I don't know who Vector Group is though. Let's see, this is definitely a lot lower, but I'm just trying to look and find where the value is at if a rotation in the market does happen. Where's the stocks that haven't been getting very much volume and have been decreasing in price? Where some good buying opportunities might be? Whew, Japan's is ugly. That one is ugly too. the only ones I like out of that. I don't like that. See, check is back down at this uptrend. What did I do? I'll put this on the 5 minutes. I wonder what the hell's going on. Check coming down to this uptrend. Possibly could bounce off of there. Might be a play there. And BNGO coming down to the uptrend as well. Kind of like that trend line pattern too. If I can hold up that trend line, it might be a good possible swing trade or even trade to hold through the day today. See, this is at VGR. This is what I want to look into. It's pretty cheap, and you get a pretty good dividend payment. I mean, 80 cents. It's about an 8 or 9% dividend yield. No, my TOS wasn't, but yesterday I was having some weird stuff happening on the level 2 where it was like glitching and stuff. I'm gonna look a little further into VGR. See what their brands are. So actually, interesting. So one of their subsidiaries is Liggett, and that's the 4th largest cigarette manufacturer in the U.S. Remains the only major tobacco company to carry smoking as addictive warning labels on the cigarette packs and to list ingredients on carton. A strong collection of discount brands: Eagle 20s, Pyramid, Grand Prix, Liggett Select, and Eve. And then they also have a real estate company. New Valley subsidiary. New Valley owns Douglas Elliman Realty, which operates the largest broker in the New York metropolitan area and 4th largest residential real estate company nationwide. They held various investments, real estate projects through the United States. Interesting. So I actually really like this. Just from a little bit of looking at the fact that, you know, they're in the tobacco market, they're also into the real estate market, they're paying about a 9% dividend. I want to dig a little bit further into this company's financials and stuff, but I like what I'm seeing on it. And it is down from previous highs. It was all the way up at 24.22 back in 2015 through about 2018, and then it had this big dump. So definitely undervalued at the moment. Or, well, without looking at the financials, from looking at the chart, it looks kind of undervalued. As far as your question, when a company starts giving out dividends, it's up to the company. I mean, some companies never give out dividends. So I mean, like you're never gonna know. That's why when I'm looking for dividend stocks, I look at the max chart to see how long they've been paying out dividends. Because on Thinkorswim, I can kind of do technical analysis of the chart pattern, and then I can also see down here all these dividend payments. And this company's been paying dividends since 2006, and they've paid them pretty consistently all the way through. And let's see if their dividends have decreased or increased. So this year they decreased. And of course, COVID, I'm sure cigarette sales were down from COVID. People, they're telling people not to smoke cigarettes because COVID is bad for your lungs and cigarettes are bad for your lungs. So the dividends are down, but as the company's price climbs back up and profits climb back up, if they do, there's no telling if they will or not. Like I said, I need to look and see what their debt and all that stuff is. But as the price climbs, usually the dividend payment will climb as well. But you want to see some consistent dividend payments. Like you'll see some that are not very consistent, and then you'll see some that are extremely consistent. Like United Healthcare is extremely consistent. They've been paying since 2010 and haven't missed a beat. Same thing with UVV. Since 2007, you can see all these dividend payments straight across. So VGR looks like they might have missed a couple here and there. Well, maybe not. Let's see. No, actually, I don't think they've missed any. No, they're pretty consistent. So yeah, they pay the well quarterly. Yeah, I would agree with that. A majority of companies do pay their dividends quarterly, but you do have some that are monthly. You have some that are bi-monthly. You have some that are annual. So it just like all this depends on the company. But yeah, this is definitely one I'm going to actually add to my watch list on my phone. Let's see, it looks like my real estate agents hit me up. Yeah, I'm going to put this on my phone so I can do a little bit further research. I keep a watch list on my phone of stocks that I'm researching because I'm not always at my computer. I got a big gaming computer to do all this stuff, so I do use phone apps for research. I have a lot of watch lists on Webull because I like the way Webull shows the finances. It's a lot easier to understand. See, this is VGR. Okay. Let's make a new watch list for tobacco. There we go. Okay. So I don't like their balance sheet. Looking at their balance sheet, they've got quite a bit of debt. I'll look into that further later. Hello, Crow's Nest. What's going on, buddy? What's up, Mark? Mark, you said you had a... Mark, you're in Boeing. Isn't that BA? Isn't that what BA is? Is Boeing? No, yeah, it is Boeing. Nice little pop there today. A little $7 rip on Boeing. Oh, well, thank you for that, Crow's Nest. Appreciate that. I mean, at this point, I'm not actually doing any more trading today. I already traded what funds I had. Just kind of researching, looking around. The market's real choppy today. There's a lot of sketchiness at the moment, and I took 2 losses today, so I'm not trying to force anything else. So just kind of hanging out here for a few more minutes, looking into some different industries and sectors to try to figure out where all the money is going to. See if we can get an idea of what's going to happen this year. But I don't think we're going to get a clear picture of what is going to happen in 2021 because there's a lot of money moving around all over the place. Cryptos are hot. Gold and silver's been spiking. Coal has been on a bit of starting to get on a little run. So got a lot of different stuff. Yeah, I agree with One Life, Mark. I think you're probably all right on Boeing. Getting looks like it bounced off that $200 support, little support buy there. You should get a little move, little curl back up, unless something drastic happens with the whole market. Let me look at the. Let's see. Let's see if the inverse ETFs are getting any. Let's see. I think they discontinued TVIX. Yeah, they discontinued TVIX. So what is? I don't think is VIX. Yeah, VIX is a reverse ETF. See, VIX got a good rip yesterday. $6 rip on the market dropping. See, I need to add VIX to my watch list if the market continues to look sketchy. We keep getting a lot of volatility, then VIX will probably go up. BNGO kind of bouncing off of that trend line, so might be some interesting opportunities there. Yeah, it's definitely a process. When life is right, it's a learning process. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'm still constantly learning. You're never a master. Anybody who tells you they're a guru or an expert, unless they're 89 years old and they've been trading since they were 9 years old, they're probably not really an expert or a guru. You, 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 you gotta keep your mind state as a student. You're always learning. You're always learning new things in the stock market. So definitely a lot of trial and error for sure. That's why I tell people not to trade with too much money starting out as a beginner. Just trade with little increments, something you're not going to miss if you lose it, because starting out you're probably going to lose it. But if you trade in small increments, say 1, 2 shares or whatever, since commissions are free with Thinkorswim, it doesn't really hurt you to trade that small amount, and then you're getting the experience of trading with your real money without all the major risk of trading with a lot of money. No, I don't do wholesale houses. Uh, that's I'm not that familiar with that real estate uh, strategy, the wholesale housing market. I'm more real estate investment trust investor, and then uh, physical real estate like multifamilies and stuff like that. Because I think yeah, exactly like one last said. It's not about the dollar amount. It's becoming consistent as a trader. You get a brain cramp a couple of times a day. Hey, listen, the people who's in this chat who's been watching the live streams for a while, they'll tell you I get brain cramps all the time. Yeah, that's a big thing. Is protecting your capital, especially now in uncertain times. You know, we're in very, very uncertain times. But yeah, we'll give the stream about 10, 15 more minutes here. If anybody has any more questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. And then I'm going to call it a day. I got a lot of videos to edit. So I can get you guys more content. Over 1 million in volume, and it's also relative to the time of day. But like when you're at market open and pre-market, when you're making your watch list, you want to do your scan, and you want to have it. Well, here, let me put my scan back. Here we go, personal. There we go. So like in pre-market, you want to see stocks with 1 million in volume or very close to, but not really anything under 1 million in volume for day trading. Huh. Usually this late in the day, this scanner would have a lot more stocks on it, but it doesn't. Not a lot of volume in this criteria. You see, there's only one. That's MO. That's got over 1 million. Let's check in the NYSC stocks. But I have a cap at $15, so NYSC. Yeah, you can see a little bit more. SYN up to 189 million in volume. The strange thing about this stock is as much volume as it's gotten. Well, actually, I was going to say it's not ripped that hard for as low float as it is, but I guess really it has, because it was down at 40 cents yesterday, so it's, quadrupled almost? No, more than quadrupled in 24 hours. So that's about right for a super low float stock. Just kind of today, it didn't look like it was making that big of moves. Yeah, that's not bad advice. Trading large caps, they're going to be a little bit more consistent, a little less crazy and volatile as penny stocks. And penny stocks is pretty much any stocks under $10. And the ones that usually have the biggest rips are the low float ones. Like you see SYN, and they can be very, very volatile and sketchy. Like you see this where it ran from 93 cents up to 137, and then it dropped from 140 all the way down back to almost 93 cents. So you get crazy, crazy moves like this. So it does take a bit of it takes several things to trade these crazy little garbage companies. Yeah, don't get sucked into that. Like one live saying, don't get sucked into because there's a lot of gurus, especially on YouTube, that, and I say gurus very, very lightly. But they'll sit there and tell you, you'll see the ads and stuff where they're like, oh, you can get rich by day trading overnight. Just buy my courses and strategies and blah. Well, that's not true. You're not gonna get rich overnight with day trading. Like maybe you get lucky and hit like some stock that goes nuts, but the odds of that happening are extremely, extremely low. It's not that type of process. You have to continually be learning. You have to continually working on working on consistency, and it's going to take time. You're not going to be seeing big gains your first month of trading. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. You still suck at trading penny stocks? Eh, they're tricky. The penny stock market has just not been consistent in a couple of years. When I first started trading, it was pretty consistent. You'd have a month, 2 month trends of the same industry stocks ripping hard, same garbage companies ripping hard, and it was a little bit easier. And then here in the last couple of years, it's gotten a lot more choppy. You'll have some days where you get big rips, days where you don't have any rips. There's no consistency anymore. Yeah, Mark makes a good point. You don't. Yeah. Now shorting penny stocks. If you're an experienced trader, that is something that you can do really well with as well. I mean, you can do well with penny stocks long term. It's just you got to be consistent. You got to be a very disciplined, consistent trader on these stocks because if you're not consistent, then you're just gonna keep hemorrhaging money. So you gotta have tight stop losses, and you want to be looking for really good setups. You know, at least 2-to-1 ratio of risk to reward setups, preferably 4-to-1. But yeah, something you always got to keep in mind is any stock that's under $10 is most likely a very garbage company. They're usually trash bags. So when you see people on stock twits or wherever else telling you that this penny stock that's 3 cents is going to rip to the moon and all that, they probably are insane and they're probably smoking heavy amounts of crack and meth. So don't listen to none of that. And this actually just got halted. So very nice little pop here. It's still running up 227%. TSNP is interesting. TSNP is, you're talking about Humble, right? Humble's going to be, they're going to be changing their, yeah, Humble. This one is interesting, but because I've been doing research into crypto lately, I actually know a little bit about what's going on. And that's thanks to Mark Dalton and Dom, and I don't know if Mark Dalton or Dom are in here, but Dom was telling me about TSMP and how Humble merged with this Tessero company. Tessero was a trash can and a half. Tessero is a dumpster fire. Humble, on the other hand, has some good ideas. And from my understanding, they took over that dumpster fire so they could, instead of doing an IPO, they could just start off on the market. But Humble's competition is Polkadot. So look into Polkadot and compare Polkadot and Humble and see which one you think is going to have the better future. So I mean, this possibly could be the exception to the garbage penny stocks, possibly, but it's still in the OTC markets, and you're kind of going off the word of Humble's CEO, and what he's saying is he's going to try to make happen. Whether he can make what he's trying to say happen or not is, it's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of speculation here with Humble. I would say when they switch the ticker symbol, which is coming soon, over to Humble instead of this TNSP, you'll probably see some action on this stock. But until it gets out of the OTC markets, I don't trade OTCs. There's only been one company that's in the OTC market that I invest in every once in a while. And that's Planet 13, because I have physically been to Planet 13. I have seen their operation. And it is a very interesting pot company out of Las Vegas. And I like what they're doing. You can do a lot of research. Actually, I've got two or three videos, I think, on Planet 13 in the stock review playlist. One of them was actually when I did a walkthrough through Planet 13. I took some pictures and stuff like that so you can see what it looks like on the inside and what they're all about. But these companies like Planet 13 and these OTC markets are far and few in between. I mean, these are like little rough diamonds that you gotta pick out of a pile of needles, basically. Because all of the majority, I would say 99% of stocks in the OTC market. Actually, I say 99.5% of stocks in the OTC markets are needles. They're going to stab you if you try to trade them. You're going to lose. Or if you try to invest in them. Because OTC markets is where majority of stocks go to die. It's where the trash bag companies go to their final resting places. Warrior Trading... Ross Cameron, yeah, he's a guy. That's all I'll say about that. Whoops. And Ross Cameron's bull flag strategy it's not even his strategy. That strategy's been around for a long time. He just, I guess, is the person who perfected it and sold it online to people. I know, I keep seeing that. People say Ross Cameron's going to go to jail because of what happened with Raging Bull or whatever they were, Jason Bond. But Ross Cameron didn't quite do the same thing. I looked into those laws because I was a little concerned about those laws with my YouTube channel as well, being in this market. But the reason why Jason Bond and Raging Bull and all that got litigation and that brought against them was because they were in their commercials and stuff. They were telling people, "Oh, you can get rich overnight. You can make so much money with little money." It's basically false advertising. But I should be pretty safe because I don't tell you guys to buy anything and I don't tell you guys to do anything. This channel's for you guys to learn from what I'm doing, but Ross Cameron is kind of the same way.
it's all about his wording and his marketing, and I think because of the way he words things, he wasn't like Jason Bond was aggressive. If you ever seen one of his ads, they were very aggressive. Ross Cameron, on the other hand, is not as aggressive with his ads and stuff, so I think he probably won't go to jail. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like One Life said, all the trading secrets are not secrets. They're all online. They've been around forever. So, and some big buyers that keep pop up in this SYN. This has been on a pretty decent run so far. But yeah, just know when you're looking for information, anybody who's trying to sell you something like courses or their strategies or their crypto signals or any of that, anybody trying to sell you any of that is probably not a person you really want to listen to. And not everybody on YouTube is like that. There's some other traders like me out there who just enjoy trading and enjoy being in a community of traders to be able to talk about strategies and all that different stuff that goes along with it. And we're not out to get anybody. Now, I do have affiliate links and I do have a merch store that I just opened, but I'm not shoving it down anybody's throat. You know, you're not going to hear me every single day say, go to the merch store and buy something. You know, it's there. If people want to look at it, you know, it's up to them. I'm not exclusively out here trying to sell people courses and none of that stuff. I have a video on the level 2. It's in the day trading playlist. The day trading lesson playlist. I'm sorry. So when you go to the channel, just look for the day trading lesson playlist. Open up the full playlist and then look through there, and you'll see level 2. I think. Let me see. Here, let me see if I can pull it up real quick and see if I can give you a link through here. I'll make it easier for you. Just give me half a second to pull up my channel and find that video. Yeah, the title is WTF is level 2. Okay. Oops, let's see here. Let me get this. Probably going to hear a little music or something. There we go. Let's see. And then I will get you this. There we go. There's the link. There you go. There's the link right there. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you watching all the videos. Oh, and see, here's a perfect example of what we were talking about, these penny stocks and how volatile they are. You know, this was making a nice move up, and then all of a sudden, dumping. And it just got halted on the way down. All in that little span of me talking. That was 10 minutes that happened. So that's why these penny stocks are trickier. But yeah, I appreciate you watching all the videos. I've got a good bit of information about stuff, and I'm continually putting out videos. And of course, like I say, I'm always learning. That's why I started the whole crypto thing, because crypto is pretty new to me. And so, you know, I'm going to be continuing to do the crypto live streams where I do the research and then experiment with some trading until I get where I feel like I can trade crypto pretty consistently. But as I learn, I will relay information, and then you can always watch the live streams, and you can learn from my successes as well as my mistakes. And boy, lately have I been making a lot of mistakes for you guys to learn from. Do I have potential to crash the market? Why, hell no. What? I have 3,000 subscribers. I don't have any potential to crash the market. I can't do anything. I'm a little flounder in this big ocean of investors and traders. I'm just a friendly little flounder, just a flailing about. Yeah, no problem, crow's nest. Like I said, I just am a big fan of day trading and investing. I just love it. I get excited about it. I love to talk about it. And I just wanted a community that I could do that with and share that with. And that's why I started the channel in the first place. So I use Thinkorswim. That's TD Ameritrade. If you're not in the US, then you may or may not be able to use Thinkorswim, but that's what this platform is. Yeah, Thinkorswim is a really good platform for the most part. Unless Charles Schwab, who bought it from TD Ameritrade, screws it up, which is possible. But I don't know if you're in the US or not. But I know I'm pretty sure people in the UK cannot use Thinkorswim. So, alright, I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes for any more questions, and then it's lunchtime. Gotta go eat. And then I got a shit ton of videos to edit, so I got a busy day ahead of me here, guys. Oh, nice. Very nice. And you don't. And here's the thing, too. You don't have to set these platforms up exactly the way I have them. It's just the way I prefer it. But the purpose of those videos is to show you how to set it up. So if you want to change anything, there's not like a right or wrong way to do things when it comes to setting up your platforms and stuff. It's just the way that I prefer it. So, like, if you want to change something doesn't look right in your eyeball, everybody's different. I say this all the time. Everybody has different, emotions, different thoughts, different brains. We're all such different people that's going to correlate over into your trading. Not everybody's going to be able to trade the same exact strategy. That's why there's multiple strategies out there. You got penny stock traders, you got swing traders, you got large cap day traders, you got long-term investors, because everybody's different and things work different for everybody. So, I don't mind you guys following me and stuff on my setups and all that. That's fine. But just keep that in mind no matter what you're looking at, no matter whose channel you're looking at. Just keep in mind that you're going to be a little bit different. I'm a different trader than One Life is. One Life is a different trader than Daniel B is. Daniel B is a different trader than Mark Guzman is. Mark de Guzman. These guys have been hanging around the channel for quite a while now. And all 4 of us have a lot of different trading strategies and stuff. And some people around the channel don't even trade stocks. Like Mark Dalton, he trades crypto. So we got a good mix of people in the community. Community's always growing, but that's something to think about, is that not everybody is the same. So you're going to have different ways to trade and figure out how to do things. Like I said, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like to sugarcoat. I don't like to lie. I like to be straight up. The market is a crazy place. It's not it's not for the faint of heart. But even if you are faint of heart, there is strategies out there you can use that you don't really have to have much emotion in. With Thinkorswim, and I'm going to be working on this video soon because it's about the only thing I didn't cover in depth on Thinkorswim, but I'm going to cover the buying and selling with the AT ladder, and then these different templates of orders here that you can use. Because you can set up an order to where when you buy in, you'll buy in, you'll have your stop loss set, and you'll have a profit target. So if you set that up and you have a good consistent strategy where you're scalping or something where you're making 10 to 20 cents every trade, then you can just use that for your risk management, and you just have these brackets set up. But I'm going to do a video on that soon. That's about the only thing I really haven't covered on Thinkorswim. And I'm been debating starting to use these orders as well. And just to show you an example, if I have enough funds, I don't know if I do or not, but this is only $1, so I should. You'll see here. What the hell happened to my template? Oh, here we go. So yeah, so you can see there, and I did get filled on there, but you can see there, you got the stop loss in, and you've got the profit target in there, and you can change that. See, right now I've got it on $1 and $1, which is just craziness. There's no reason why you should have $1 stop loss. That's way too big. But you can change that right here. So you can see your stop there, your limit there. I'm going to cancel this out. And I'm going to get out of this one share. Yeah, look at there. I made a penny. Just to show you how those orders work. Whoops. And see, they stayed in. I actually marketed it out. I thought I stopped those, but yeah, when you have, if your limit sell order gets hit, your stop loss will get canceled out. If your stop loss gets hit, your limit order, your sell order up here will get stopped out. But I just hit market there, so that's why they stayed in. But yeah, it's very interesting that you can use for different strategies. You can start incorporating these different brackets, and you can trade these too, or not trade them, change them. I think TRG is trailing. I'm pretty sure. But you got your, or no, it's not. Trailing stop. There it is. There's a trailing stop. And trailing stop is pretty interesting as well. But like I said, I'll get into all that. There's a lot of different things you can do with Thinkorswim. I've been meaning to do that video, and I just haven't done it yet. So alright guys, I'm going to call it a day. I appreciate everybody joining me as always. We will be back tomorrow. I may or may not. Let's see. I'll definitely be back tomorrow morning. Thursday I have a dentist appointment, so depending on how long that takes, I probably won't be going live Thursday morning. And then either today or tomorrow, I want to do another crypto live stream, so I'm planning on doing that. So if you haven't hit the notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can know when I'm going live, because I don't have a consistent time yet on this crypto journey. This is very new until I figure out the best times to work on that. They're just going to kind of be random. So, but that's it. Yeah, so you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Till next time.